This week, we are going to make flowers based on the art of Yayoi Kusama. She makes three-dimensional flowers and, painted flowers with all these dots. And we're going to do cutouts. So to start with, if you have any kind of a hole punch, even a little handheld one, you can punch holes out of any kind of paper that you want. You can also use those holes as stencils to make new circles on paper. As you can see, I'm doing that here. I tried it with lots of different things, but this was watercolor. If you have colored paper, or if you have white paper, you can paint on it. You just kind of need to check the colors to see how they work. I also used a Q-tip dipped in my watercolors. But of course you could use tempera or acrylic for that. You have to make, I had to make quite an area because I was going to cut out a shape from this set of dots. And then those dots that I punched out, I used again and glued them down so I could cut out from there. If you have any stencils, you can use those. And then I also used the eraser on my pencil, which you can use. You can almost use anything that's round to make a stamp as long as it's flat. Again, you need to make an array of dots so that you can cut out a shape. I keep scraps from everything. I try not to let anything go to waste. So in this one, I'm drawing a stem and I made it a loop-de-loop. You don't have to do this. You never have to do exactly what I'm doing. You can make any kind of flower you want. And then I cut it out. And then as you'll see in a moment, notice how I cut it out. I kind of cut all the way around it and then I go in and cut out the details. I also had to cut out a circle in the middle of the loop so you can fold it and make a little snip and then cut into it and then cut it out from there. If it's too hard, don't make a loop-de-loop, or maybe an older sibling or parent can help you. So I made my stem and then I put dots on it with just a Sharpie. You can also do that. And you can use colored Sharpies if you like. It would be good to have many different sizes of dots. I think it would make it way more interesting. Then you glue them down. I only used a 6x9. I did not use a regular size paper. And I glued them on black. If you don't have black, you could paint black paper. And now I am drawing a tulip. She made dotted tulips. And then I made 2 more flowers. Again, I turned the paper over so I draw on the back side and I cut it out that way so that when you put the side up that you like, you don't see pencil lines. Notice how I cut the flower. I cut around the outside shape and then I cut in between the petals. It's actually easier because you don't have all that extra paper around the outside. And then you glue it down. Again, turn the paper over, drew a slightly different flower, cut it out around the outside, and then cut between the petals. It will simplify your job. Glued it down. On this one, I put a little circle. I cut out one of my dots and glued it down for a center. You can certainly do that. You can do it on all of them. Well, you can't do that on a tulip. And then I put a little black dot in the center of that. And then that's it. Have fun with it.